Jason Casper, range king on a trip. Volume profile, laughing fibs, messing with your head. 7.5s, leverage, catching knives with a wink. Nails the bottom in a wig. What a crazy link. 5K from a twitch. He's cackling on air. Receipts flying high, plunger hat in the glare. Treadmill trader, secrets in his stride. God's got his back, he's taking it. Whoa! Ball so huge, she's tripping the scene. Talking that junk, funny you see. I wish I had balls like Jason Casper. Swinging them trades, a hilarious master. 7 faps, highs, rocket Pikachu flare. I wish I had balls like Jason Casper. Ruling the range, catching stares. Two nuts, ha! He's striding that belt, fibs in his grip, volumes his joke, watch him do a flip. Falling knives, he dodges with a plunger crown, 5K flips, laughing all the way down. Receipts on blast, proving he's a riot. God bless his goof, keeping it quiet. I'm cracking up, wish I had that style. Balls like Jason, worth every mile. I wish I had balls like Jason Casper. Swinging them trades, a hilarious master. 70 faps, highs, rocking Pikachu flare. I wish I had balls like Jason Casper. Ruling the range, catching stares. Jason! Let's go! Bull run! Let's go! Bull run time! I'm stacking chips from the bull run glow. Flip the gas station gig to a millionaire show. Debt collectors ducking when I flash the cash. Fuck you money hitting like a lightning crash. Roll the dice on all coins, now I'm sitting pretty. Turned a ramen night into a steak city. Bull run bragging rights, I'm cashing that check. Fuck you money loud, no more neck in a wreck. Win stack high, dreams blast off the line. Bull run bragging rights, this wealth is mine. From the grind to overtime, clocking double shifts to pop a champagne, sipping on the lips. Landlord's eviction, no tour at the shreds. Now I'm buying the building, sleeping in my bed. Crypto moon, I'm the king of the spree. Celebrating wins, yeah, the world's with me. Bull run bragging rights, I'm cashing that check. Fuck you money loud, no more neck in a wreck. Win stack high, dreams blast off the line. Bull run bragging rights, this wealth is mine. Horns blare, the party's in play. Jazzy vibes here, watch the data sway. Drum roll loud, I'm the boss of the beat. Fuck you money flows, where the broke ones eat. Bull run bragging rights, I'm cashing that check. Fuck you money loud, no more neck in a wreck. Win stack high, dreams blast off the line. Bull run bragging rights, this wealth is mine. Yeah. 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 Time to flex. I'm at the chops, playing my golden play. Market maker snipe, stop me out today. Sweating bullets, but I'm back with a grin. More files won't hunt me, I'm cashing that win. From the couch to the throne, I'm dodging their tricks. Turn a loss to a laugh, now I'm stacking them bricks. Stop hunt survivor, I'm breaking this scheme. Fuck you moves, living the pull the rug quick. Lost my shirt, but my swag is still thick. Drove past the bank, flipped him the bird. More falls can't touch me, I've learned every word. Late night grind, now I'm flexing the glow. Turn the trap to a trap, watch my money flow. Stop, hunt, survivor. I'm breaking this scheme. Fuck you moves, living the dream. Plans on lock, I'm rising above. Stop, hunt, survivor. Show my love. Since stabs hit, I'm dancing on their grave. Drum roll loud, I'm the king they can't save. Mo falls tremble, my plans too tight. Swagger so fresh, I'm owning the night. Stop, hunt, survivor. I'm breaking their scheme. Fuck you moves, living the dream. Plans on lock, I'm rising above. Stop, hunt, survivor. Show 'em my love. Survive, yeah. Yeah. Survive, yeah. Survive, yeah. Survive, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, days like today, when unexpected events happen,
Yeah.
sometimes you need a little something extra in your life.
Blood of my big move.
I have found that little something extra that makes everything feel
Sweat drip hard,
A-okay.
smiling through.
That something's called Jesus and a little cowbell. You're gonna talk to Jesus, but I can go ahead and give you the cowbell.
Now I'm leading the pack.
Let's clear the air.
Playing tight, I'm dripping with flair. Outsmart the game.
Well, cowbell ceremony is now completed.
Survive the hunt, I'm shattering their traps. Season the day, no more setbacks. Locking my plan, I'm blazing the fight. Survive the hunt, I'm stealing alive.
We're almost ready to begin here. As soon as a certain employee can
Smooth.
find that magical button that switches scenes and puts my face on the camera and the charts.
I dodged that tip, a friend's wild bet. Market makers trip, now I'm cashing the set. Late night grind, turn to a victory lap. Mo falls can't touch me, I'm setting the trap. Boss laughed once, now he's calling my name. Wealth's my crown, fueling the flame. Survive the hunt, I'm shattering their traps. Season the day, no more setbacks. Locking my plan.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for the turkey.
I'm still in alive.
Turn the lights on.
For those of you out there that hitting that like button, I should say thank you very much.
Welcome everyone to what's going on behind me, man? There's no party. That's for when number goes up right there. That's not happening. Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with Road Dog. It's been an interesting day today, hasn't it? Scary day today. Now, I was not calling for this area. I was potentially looking for a drop. We did talk about the possibility that this could be a Wyckoff Spring event. If we can get past, all based on this red line here, which we got back above, meaning that this could have been the spring, but usually I said I wouldn't be surprised if they were to come back and do something lower, and hopefully that's what that is. That would be awesome, but we're still not out of the woods until we get past some certain levels, and this does not help our weekly MACD at all right now. And if you caught my earlier stream and listening to me last night, I mean, I'm looking for a big, strong ass move. That's the only thing that can save us from what the bigger time frames are trying to throw on us. I mean, we have to have some serious, excitable volume come in. We were hoping to see it tonight, and maybe they're just playing games. There was an idea that we were going to have a gap to fill, and we could go back up to 16,000. I guess we were all just tripping, or maybe we don't understand how candles work, but I mean, I thought that possible too. But when you come and look at the CME up here on the daily, you can say it's just a big old candle. Now, technically, the candle closed up here, and then we opened down here, but there's no gap. It's not. This is a gap, and that's where we were down here, and we jumped up and skipped an area, and that's how a lot of the gaps are formed. Or if we go down real fast, so if we closed up here and say we opened down here, we would have a gap that could be filled, but that didn't happen. So I think a lot of us kind of miscalculated that. It's hard to see because this is not active during the weekend. This was Friday's candle, and now this is Sunday. We have a whole day missing here. Does make it very interesting as far as reading moving averages, I find, though. And this was a key for us not to get all, or for me especially, not to get all bearish down here when we were dropping down to 76,000, because even though we were below our 200 moving average on all the other time frames, like over here, oh no, then we're officially bearish because of that. On the CME futures, the MBT exclamation mark, MBT1 exclamation mark chart on TradingView on the indices, we stayed above that 200 moving average, and that was a hint what the big boys had in mind, and I still view it that way. Unfortunately, we lost the 50 moving average. Now, last time we lost our 50 moving, I mean, we flirted with losing it over here, but we gained it back, right? And we were cool. That's a deep ass retracement on these bigger time frames with the 5 moving average trade that we use. I use the 9, the 21, and the 50. And usually you're bouncing between, you're hopefully in a strong move, you're staying above the 9 on your little deeper pullbacks, or your normal pullbacks, touching the 21 and then mounting. And then you just, here's a good example right here, getting up here and we're bouncing off the 21, staying above the 9. We lose the 9, we bounced off the 21. We just keep doing that until something changes, and it does start changing. And you can tell it starts changing. You start losing trend lines. You start losing and telling you, hey man, something needs to happen here at 102. And then we come back and test it, but then we lost it, right? And when we lose it, that means that the momentum on our trend is pretty much over. And the only thing that can save us are some trend lines, and they would have got us over here too, using these as little exit strategies. Not get this. The bigger trend lines here don't help you nail the top. They help you save your ass. You use the little smaller trend lines to help you nail the tops in smaller time frames to work that idea. But on the bigger time frames, the trend lines can save your ass. That was one of the last lessons that stuck with me, and that's probably why I talk about it so much, because it was that important to change the way that I look at this market. Before that clicked in my head, I was just like some of these other flag chasers out there that were drawing flags outside of a trend line, expecting, oh man, well, let's take a measured move from here and put it there, and we're going to the upside. It was this. It was paying attention to actually your major trend lines here, and it started hitting click when you really start going with paying attention to your trend lines. And that was breaking that one was saying, I don't think it's going to happen. Probably not going to happen. It was a very important lesson for me to learn, and I got to say. And I've always been big on trend lines, but for some reason that never clicked for me until right before I started doing my channel about 3 years ago, or 3 or 4 years ago. It took it that long to click. Oh my God, why didn't I ever see that? Why did it take so long? And so maybe that's why I harp on this a lot. My mentor would show it, but he would never make it clear. He'd look for a bearish retest, and I'm like, and he said, that's code word for sale. And I'm like, why are we using code words? Why don't you just say, hey man, I think its price is going to go down. It's called communication. I don't know. There was kind of a lack of that sometimes. You just find out after the fact what happened, and kind of defeats the purpose of what you would think going into a group. Anyway, here we are looking at Bitcoin, micro Bitcoin futures here, and we have lost that. We have lost that 50 moving average, and we got some bearish crosses over here, and I don't like it. So losing that, we got a 100 moving average, about $105,000, and a 200 moving average down at $100,000 on this particular chart, and we might be cutting through a green cloud. However, I don't see any red over here. And this is kind of spindly. It looks like the kind that we might be able to ricochet off of. And damn, if we need a ricochet, if anybody needs a ricochet right now, it's pretty much Bitcoin. Now we got this area over here, about 111,000, which we basically did. Jason Casper made a pretty cool point. I don't know if it's going to show up on this chart, but he was talking. I watched his video today when he's nailing it. If you guys don't know, I mean the song that I had this morning on the first stream, it was inspired by Jason Casper. I can over here in our pretty amazing. Oh, shout out to Isaac Delgado while we're over here. Where's the clapping hands? We got the clapping hands. He's been posting some of his wins over here. Isaac, very good, doing great. Got out at 22.9, got out at 23.7. Very small amount, bigger leverage than, it's kind of up there for, a 3 to 5x is safe, but if you got a system that's working for you and you're paying attention to your risk management and your stop loss, the leverage doesn't matter. You can go with the high leverage as long as you got those key factors underlying. Small moves, making big gains. They're pretty cool. I love cute. Is that a little boo boo? On Cardano. Got out at 90, got out at 92.7, made 74% are pretty nice. This is Jason Casper, is a YouTuber. I'm sure most of you guys probably know him if you're in crypto, right? Good guy, solid guy. Loves Jesus, loves God. Just a good person, has integrity. You can see that. He nailed this little bottom here. And it was fun. It was like it caught him by surprise too. He was like testing his little Discord group and says, all I could do is type long. That's all I had time to do was type long. So I don't give signals, but I tried to let you know all I could do is type long. But he caught that little guy down here at what was it, 110,000. His entry is 110,844. And that's pretty gosh darn amazing. Every time I go watch him, I mean, he's a range trader. He's been doing YouTube for about 4 years or so. He was just starting the summer last cycles when I first found him. And he didn't used to show his face. He used to have this little nerdy cartoon picture up there, and you would think, oh, he probably looks like that cartoon, doesn't he? And he would, he'd try. He's funny. He had to warm up to his sense of humor. It was just what. But he'd go over market cipher strategies, and that's the basic thing he did. And then finally, I don't know how or when, he gradually started getting into the range trading and the day trading aspects, exo charts, I think, and all those, the liquidity and going over that. That's a popular strategy right now, the market maker strategy and all that, ICT, all that kind of stuff. There's lots of different things of it. It's all the same thing, just different names so they can sell. Not talking about Jason, but there's a lots of names for the same thing that's been around for a long time in trading. Just getting you acronyms for it. But it is 75x long. Man, it takes balls to throw $6,700 of your own money into a knife bottom trade like this. And at 75x long, I mean, I would do it, anywhere from 1 to 3x just to get my initial position. So if I'm wrong, and I don't even know if he had time to put a stop loss in. It was like, wow. But he does really good at nailing bottom of ranges. Really, really good. But we give him a shout out. And it's amazing. Just this one being up a couple of $100 already put him into unrealized profit of $8,000 when it got up to $112,600. Freaking amazing. Crazy. It takes balls to do that. So I thought he deserved a song. So I wish I had balls like Jason Casper. All right, so what was it? Was there something else I was doing over here, or was that it? Yeah, this is what I posted. Oh, you can't see it. I was like, the inspiration for the song I was talking about, and I said, effing amazing. His balls be like, and then I got this little guy over here. Funny. Anyway, shout out to you guys. Who was this? Is that Isaac again, or is that somebody else? Somebody else had a good one over here. Oh, look at that. I can't see exactly. Oh, Rising Sun. Hey, congratulations, Rising Sun. Look at that. This was on Lido. Oh, wow. So a 200X on Orbit. I've never been to that exchange. I've never even heard of that exchange. I want to check them out. Entry at 112. Looks like this one still may be open. Fair price at 156. That's pretty bitchin'. Hopefully, now you're probably saying, I would never enter a trade at 200. Do you enter at 200%? It's doubtful that he entered in at 200x leverage. He probably entered in lower leverage, and once the trade gets going, then on a lot of exchanges, when you up your leverage, you're pulling out your capital from that trade, freeing it up. So like if you had like $1,000 in, let's just say, at say 5x or something, when you bump it up to 100x, you know, you're pulling the majority of that out, freeing it. And if you're in profit, setting your profit, your stop loss in profit, you know, you pulled the biggest part of that $1,000 out, you can put it on another trade. That's one of the benefits of using leverage responsibly. And it looks like he was able to pull just about everything out of this one and just let it be a free ride, baby. 7,000% right there. That's amazing, my good sir. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Oh shoot, there's another one. Now, these take some patience, right? It's not just up a little bit; it's up a lot, and that's where you get up a lot. Look at that 88-cent entry on Cardano, man. So it takes balls to hold some of these things out that long. But like I said, eventually when you get up, then you can raise your leverage and not have to worry about it so much. You just have to worry about fees, but that should be all stops in a good place, and you should be just fine. So it's up at a, wow, man, almost, not quite 20% or 20 cents up, but getting there, man. 26,000%. Is there another one? Oh, look, there's another one. ENA, 1,300%. Oh, he's doing a short on this one. He got in. He shorted from 74 cents to 69 cents. 1,300%. Oh, Brett. Oh, you're killing it. Rising Sun, my man. Killing it. Those are some great reports there, man. Thank you so much for sharing that stuff. I love it when you guys post your wins over here. That's what the vanity wall is for. If you don't do it, then I just put bitching stuff over there where I'm bitching and ranting or something. Not usually. We'll put our gains and stuff over there. I usually put our little nailed it. I haven't posted any wins. My method of trading, I do some on the perps, but my little perp got stopped out with that first wick they got, so we're trying to get reestablished here. And this little drop we had just helped us to get some good entries to try it if it continues in our favor. That's a big if right now. Let me get to what to the scary part first. Scary part is we're now below the non-moving average on the weekly, so we can talk bad about Bitcoin. Scary part is we're below our trend line, major trend line, even on the weekly. Scary AF. 21 moving average is right down here on our little dotted line, which I'm going to remove. This is our parabolic move, people. That's what the curved line is. And we usually look for about 5 steps with a blow off top if things play out ideally. And we got 1, 2, 3, meaning we can get 4. We get 2 good more bumps up, man, out of Bitcoin with the blow off top if that idea plays out. Those talks about 200,000 might not be that crazy. Becoming fast and quick and be over probably fast and quick too, though, if it happens. But Ichimoku Cloud here on the weekly still looks bitchin'. It's always looked bitchin'. It has looked bitchin' ever since we were down here at like 30,000. It did the right. We came through this rig. This is perfect example of Ichimoku Cloud. Not with all the little moving the Tenkins and all that stuff. They got lines too. I took the lines off, but just using the cloud itself. We fight our way through a red cloud and come out the other side above a spindly little green cloud. That's what you'll always hear me say and look for. It doesn't always play out that way. It doesn't always come that way. But this is beautiful. I would call this textbook for what I teach. And the closer we start ranging, we start getting closer to a thick cloud. If we go into it, it can suck us in, and we don't want that. But we ricocheted right off, just barely even touched it, and then rode above it, and it still looks good, and we're getting further away from it, right? That's the thing. When we're ranging and getting in trouble, we're getting real close to it, and it's thick. And over here, when we were coming around 70,000 over here, we were getting close to it, and it makes me nervous when we get closer to a green cloud. But we're not over here. But what this can mean is that for all this space through here, And this goes to where? December? Oh my God. There's a chance that we can fall down through here, and oh man, that would put us in like rangy stuff. That's just a possibility. This is the weekly. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But the 21 is down here about 106, so we got to keep our eyes open. So that's there. This is the big one that I'm looking at. So now that we got our candle, look what's happening. It did us no favors. We got closer to some bad news. And I'm just going to tell you right now, when this could lead to a freak out. Every time this guy's crossed, I'm going to go. I guess I have to. Okay, well, so we'll do it this way. If there's two lines, that's where I couldn't nail the exact middle. We just got on both sides of it, but maybe we can get an idea about what we might be looking at. Well, those are bullish. We'll make them greens so we can tell the difference. And this is why this technique or this strategy means a lot to me. Something I figured out last cycle, but just because you know it doesn't mean you act on it, and if you don't act on it, it doesn't do you any damn good. I tested that for when I saw altcoins doing this. Here are some areas where it was kind of where it did the duck lips. That's what we were hoping that we would get now, right? We were hoping that, oh, it looks like it's crossing, but then it'll bounce up. The only thing that can save us is a big, huge move where we're above $20,000 somewhere early this week. That's the only thing we got to save us. Anything other than that, we don't get past 118, hold that. Folks, I'm afraid that we're going to start seeing some lower numbers, and it could last a minute because it takes it a while for these MACDs to switch back over on the weekly. The downside just getting started. I mean, it can flip, and just because it goes into the red, we can still have up. You'll see in some of these examples where they flip and we still go up a little bit, but then we have a big drop. So it tells you to start de-risking is what this means, and it's a lagging indicator, so it means we should have been de-risking a while back. One thing you can do is start paying attention to de-risking when it slips over the first light candles on the histogram, but it's hard to have the conviction to do that because it could easily change. It could get bullish again. But as far as this indicator goes, man, let's just look. Oops. I meant to make you bullish. I didn't do it. Oh crap, what did I just screw something up? Oh, I erased it. Okay. You are a green one. We want to make sure that we got the right ones. These were the ready ones. The red ones. We'll put red for bearish. But I think this is extremely important to be aware of. 31 people hanging out. So glad to have you here. So let's back out and then see what happened. Green one, man, it was flipping bullish right here at 28,000 at the good spot, getting above the 9 moving average, right? Good. This is where it was trying to do its duck lips. It looked like it was trying to give it up. Starting to get below the 9, and the MACD looked like it's trying to cross, but then it didn't. And boom. When it doesn't, we get the duck lips. Yeah, baby. That's what we want. This is exactly what we need right now. We need this. That's exactly what we need. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this little bars pattern just over here. I'm going to copy that little guy. Is that you? All right. I'm gonna float this over here a little bit. Now, this was it going bullish. And when the MACD flips bullish on the weekly, what happens? Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. When she flips bearish, this is when it did it last time. This was February. This was early February, end of January, early February. The first warning started coming in over here on this week. That was the first warning sign when you got the first light histogram, and we kept going up. We were off. We were at 108, and then it did, and it came down to 90, and nobody was happy. And then it started going back up. You thought, oh, we're just okay, until she finally crossed. And when she crossed, after it crossed, boom, it got scary AF. It was not fun to be in crypto at that point when we were dropping down to 74,000. It wasn't fun being in Bitcoin. 25% drop. And here we are. Looking very similar to what we did over here, losing the 9 moving average. Starting to come down to the 21. We'll probably do some stuff that we did over here. What we need, my friends, is this. Or else we may get something that looks a little bit like this. Oh man, can we get you over here? Can I move you? Or we might be getting something that looks like this. Can we change you? Let's see if we can make this a little bit more visual here. So this is my warning, and I'm not very happy. I was expecting that maybe after 5 o'clock that maybe the bulls would come and push us back up to where we closed, at least 16,000 on Friday. That didn't happen. Now, there might be a slight chance that maybe they'll come in tonight and in our early morning and start doing stuff. I mean, after all, we got good news, right? They're going to cut rates, or they might, or they're leaning toward it, or they say it needs to happen. So one way could take us up here to our measure move and beyond. I think it was suggest maybe hitting areas of 42,000. The other little fractal suggests that coming down somewhere in around 86,000. Hard to imagine that, right? The weird thing is that even if that were to happen, you're still making higher lows. As long as it doesn't come below 74, we're still technically bullish. It's just that if we do something like that, that's just gonna gunk up stuff, man. It's like every time that we get some momentum building in this market, it just loses it. It sucks. And everything was against us before, and now everything should be leaning a little bit more in our favor, and yet we're still getting screwed. It just doesn't feel good, ladies and gentlemen. I don't like it. I'm not very excited about it. And it makes me very sad. So I'm trying to find me a decent little... Is this what we're looking at on smaller time frame? Yeah, probably. Trying to find me a clean chart that I don't mind messing up. So, wow. Now, there were some warning signs. There are some warning signs. There are some other things to look at here, too, that are kind of scary. But, I mean, we did come up from high to low. We came right up here, man. We went to a... Were you a 618? If you were a 618 retracement, you nailed it. I think you were a 0.5, though, right? Oh, you were a 618. Oh, you nailed it. Oh, snap. Yeah, well, okay. We got our AB equals CD, which is a bearish pattern. The 1382, that's the target right there. And so the ABCD, this is a bearish setup, believe it or not, even though it takes you up to the upside. Now it needs a retracement according to that for the pattern that it played out, the fib pattern that it played out. Gosh darn it, man. I just don't like it. If we pull our fibs from there where we did our ABC, and then we got some targets about 107 and 95. Then right where the 200 moving average is coming in, I guess we can go with that. I'll still like to see what else is going on, and even from the very low to our current all-time high, if we are going to take a dip, we would be fortunate to take, if that happens, and we go parabolic, on the big move, it would be doing that very rare thing of bouncing off of a 236 Fibonacci. Usually, it's a 382. But we are making that parabolic arc, and so therefore, I present to you that it is highly more likely that we would catch on that little booger, maybe dip a little low, but that's right at 100. That's at 99,000 for our fib, and I'm not really liking what I'm seeing here, and having to go over this. So the 50 moving average is coming up there. And on the weekly, that's where we would need to bounce. That's where we bounced here when we hit 74,000, where we bounced here, and we carried on. We can't lose the 50 on the weekly. Losing the 50 on the weekly is a sign that your bear market is starting. It's critical. So we don't even want to get near the 50. But that's for the weekly time frame. This is alpha for any of you guys that are paying attention, trying to figure out, how do I know when to, you may not be able to nail the top, but if you look at these things and act on what I'm going over with on this weekly, it will save you from getting caught up in the bear market, because when it's happening, nobody knows for sure until it's confirmed. And the easiest way to do it is, first, we're looking for stochastics and RSI to be topped out up here on the weekly to pull the rollover. That's the first thing. That helps us nail the tops. Following whatever trend lines that we got going on, smaller time frames, taking profits when we're up there, right? Okay, we can do all of that and everything, cool. And still not know if we're nailing the top or anything, or going into a bear market or anything. We're just doing what we need to be doing, getting paid. But breaking the major trend line and losing the 50 moving average, bear market, baby. Came down and had a retest, and that was your last chance to get out at 48,000. This is when BitBoy was saying Bitcoin is never going below $47,000. That aged well. That's what ego does to you in the middle, in the extreme run of the bull market, and that's what you got to be. Safeguard yourself against, because the more money you get, the more the market this goes with you, and the more you think you're a genius, the more cocky you get, the more prideful you get, and then therefore the more stupid you get. You will start making dumb decisions, and they may take a while to catch up with you, but they will, and they will slap you on the ass hard enough that you will learn your lesson and swear never to do it again. You'll be crying. It'll be like you crying over the toilet bowl when you've been drinking too much. Oh my God, I'll never do it. I'll never drink again. It's going to be just like that, but 10 times worse, because you just lost all your money. Your hopes and dreams just went down because you were expecting the number go up one more time. That greed got to you. It may not even feel like greed. It may feel like hope. I think it can. It's finally working. It's exciting. That's what it felt like for me. I didn't recognize it as greed. And I was like, crap. Every time I get to every time that I get to feel, oh man, yeah, it is starting to work. Maybe I can catch up to all those big numbers. I can actually see, maybe get at those numbers I hear everybody else doing. We're there. And then I'm like, yeah, this is working for me. I have to label that as greed now, because every time I get to that stage, we're done. Every time he gets I think this just might work out after all. Oh, it's over. Son of a bitch. You got to listen to what's going on inside you, man. I gotta tell you, that's the real indicator. You're trading against your. Yeah, a lot of people, you make the argument you're trading against other people, make the argument that you're trading against market makers, and both of those are true. And market makers are probably the most evil of the two. They're not evil, but they just do what they do. They just interpret that way. But the biggest thing that you're trading against is yourself. That's the number one. That's the number one enemy, is when you're trading against yourself. Because only you can screw things up, baby. Only you can make the stupid decisions and make the wrong calls, get scared, make the wrong stuff, get overconfident, jump right in. Only you can screw it up. So you're trading against yourself. That's the number one. That's my take on it anyway. Second, I would throw market makers, other people, because there's too many bots and everything out here, automated trading on here. That's mostly what a lot of this is. And then you got your big whales. Oh well. So Ichimoku Cloud looks good. It sucks to be below 9 moving average. It sucks even more. I had a 5 moving average over here so that I could get this little skinny information. And it's trying to cross bearish over here. Now, if it does that, I will not like it. The 5 moving average is coming in at, what is it, 116.24. It's still above the 9 moving average right now at 115 on the weekly. There is the slightest grain of hope here on this weekly chart that we could just bounce back up and recover that. I mean, we got to see this happen. It's got to happen now. I mean, now. It can't happen later. It's got to go now. And I'm disappointed, man. I'm disappointed. We need to see this move now, not yesterday, now. So let me find our chart where we're on our smaller time frames. Was that it? I think that was it. So I got that little red line, and then we got a bigger red line below us that looks scary AF if we go down to it. We don't want to do that. 100,000 could happen. We went up to 100 and what? 24, 25, a 25% drop, a 30% drop in Bitcoin during full-on bull market. It's kind of run of the mill. It's part of the story. It'd be nice if you could plan ahead for it. I guess you could if you took profits over here like everybody should have. We say that in hindsight. At the time, it's like, maybe it'll come back. We're going up again. Yay! That's what we all want. And that's what gets us in trouble. Well, that's true. I was wanting it too. I ain't going to lie. I ain't going to sit here and pretend I knew what everything is going on. That's what them morning YouTubers, them morning 1 minute blackjacks boys do. They like to flip the script on you and tell you the sun is the moon and the moon is the sun after I don't know. They call both ways, then whichever way that happens to go, they act like, oh, we knew exactly what it was going to do. Those are the people that scare me the most here. But notice I do give props to the ones that don't do that crap. Hey, Jason Casper. I wish I had balls like Jason Casper. So even our trend lines here on Bitcoin on this 15-minute tells us what we got to do, man. We got to come up here. We got to get past this 114.15. We need to break out over here. Now, watching on the smaller time frames, I do have some hope, and let me break that down to you. We're getting small confirmations that we might have some kind of a comeback. But until we get past 118, even 120 at this point, man, that weekly chart's scaring the shit out of me. I'm sorry, Jesus. That's just yeah, I don't like that. That's gonna put me on edge, make me want to de-risk and everything right when everybody's claiming altcoin season. Now I'm going to ask you, how are we going to have an altcoin season when Bitcoin dominance is tanking? According to my research and my little cheat sheet over here, that when Bitcoin dominance goes down, it's usually good for altcoins, unless Bitcoin goes down, and then they don't do so good. I mean, they're kind of stable, but it's still not great. But if Bitcoin dominance starts going up and it is at a level of support, and Bitcoin continues to go down, altcoins have a tendency to dump. That's the scenario we may be looking at as we speak. And if Bitcoin dominance goes up and Bitcoin decides to go up, yeah, we also get screwed on altcoins. It's not good when Bitcoin dominance is going up. It looks like she lost some support. Looks like she should continue on down, but what the hell, Bitcoin? You cannot keep going down, Bitcoin. You just can't do it. So I'm a little nervous about that. I mean, I'm just not going to say, yeah, well, sure, I'm going to expect Bitcoin to tank, and then altcoins are going to take off because everybody's selling out of Bitcoin to buy into Shiba Inu. I'm not buying that. But anyway, we'll show you the confirmations that I look for here, things that kind of help me to give me peace of mind here. And it's pretty easy. It's the rule of the fives. It's the 0.5 Fibonacci's, and I go from the tops to the bottom, or even if you want to go from the very impulse move and get to the nitty gritty there. We need to get past this. This is from the drop, from the low. If we don't get past the 0.5, I'm looking at these areas down here as a strong possibility. We did. We got past the 0.5, and then we started coming back down again, and everybody got bearish again. I told you it's going down. And your women at flag guys were flagging it to the downside with the bear flag, saying, we're coming down here. I know what's happening. We tell you. You know, and doubting anybody that said anything different and trying to make them feel stupid. That's how I interpret it. Other people think that they're feeling low. I don't know. Anyway, sometimes I keep my eye on them. I just can't believe what they do sometimes. I'm like, anyway, so this is our show, not their show, so we'll continue talking about our stuff. So we now go from swing low to swing high, and she came down to the 0.5. It didn't go past the 0.5. Yay! So click. That's good. And now that's telling we're making progress, okay? Because now we got a chance to go, because we bounced off the 0.5 this way and didn't break it. Now we got a chance to come up and talk to these guys up here. Don't know. I hope. Got my fingers crossed. Don't know. So now We did that one, right? Then we go from swing high to swing low. Thank God we got past that 0.52. Means we got a chance that we might be coming up here. We are facing, we're even getting past our 6-1. We're at area resistance right now, and she's still trying to press through that right there for this little local move. So that's cool. Let's go back now to our bigger pool, because that's going to really be what we need to look at. Very top down to here. I'm on a 15-minute time frame. Pulling our fibs and high to low. Tell me where price is going to go for rejection. And we got rejected off the 618, but now we're kind of recover it. So now we're starting to look over here at 114 and then 114.40. I want to see what happens right there at that little guy. But regardless, man, we just need to keep on trucking. We just need to keep on trucking. I cannot reiterate. I cannot. How scary this can be. And that happens, I'm on a de-risking mission. I'm on a de-risk, and I hate to do that because I'm like, but I don't want to see my portfolio drop another 30%, 20 or 25% or more, considering altcoins. Or so, gosh darn it. And I'm talking about my spot. Now, my spot, I've got on wallets, and I'm not going to do anything with them. They're doing what they do. Those are long-term plays that I don't play with. But the ones I've got a lot on spot margin, I've got pretty good things going on over there. I don't want to lose that. All right, so we got that going on, but yet total 3 and possibly others, which we need to take a look at, which represents altcoins. We looked at it earlier today, and this gives us the weather forecast. Getting tired, getting some slowdown. We got these lower bars here on the lighter bars on the MACD on the weekly. Getting a little tired, but she's still got a little gas in her tank. She's getting close, maybe, to print a red dot, but notice some money flow starting to come in. It's still a lot more bullish than Bitcoin, ironically. So weird. Coming down to the daily over here and checking out our indicators, and we got the MACD, which has already been bearish and trying to flip bullish. Did you ever cross on that? Did you flip? Are you flipping on the daily? Did you do it on 12 hour? 12 hour it did, but it's getting a little tired. So rangy or bullish on altcoins. It's above the 9. Can't say that for Bitcoin. I can't bitch about it. Almost looks like she's trying to do some duck lips on these moving averages with the 9 and the 21. It's just weird seeing altcoins, feel kind of frisky when Bitcoin's not. Of course, they're giving back some now. It's been a shaky little ride. Man, we just need everything to go up. I seriously hope and pray that this is just a little flush out. And I do have 40 people. I don't think we've had 40 people in a while. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Gotta get my stuff off of there. All right, so now I do have, if you get into the woo-woo, or if you get into WD GAN, I'm not a GAN trader, but I admire the hell out of the man. But I did do some diving into part of his style of analysis. This period between the 22nd and the 24th specifically said, I wish I didn't post it or anything, but it did. I didn't call this, but it did, and this is based on planetary aspects, believe it or not. I can't diss it. He was the most accurate trader in the history of trading. WD GAN, if you don't know about him, look him up. But anyway, he's not around now, but with him, it forecasted for me that between the 22nd and the 24th, there could be a spike down, and it was calling for 111. It did. Like we can spike down and then easily come back and recover, and it was actually forecasting that we should be heading toward 120 in this next week. And I made some notes over here on some of the things, mostly for September, because it looked like we will recover from August. So I started feeling a little bit better. Not that I put my faith in that, but I'm peeping it. I'm trying to learn every little edge. That's what we need, is edges in the market, and that's what all these tools and techniques give us, is that little edge that we need to be winners. But it gets a little shaky in September, but then it gets really bullish in September according to that. I don't know. I'm just making notes and checking it out. My biggest thing on my note is what's going on that freaking weekly MACD. Yeah, do we need to take a look at that again? It's very important to remember that because it's not only on the weekly, not for total 3 on Bitcoin. It has not yet officially crossed. Next week, what happens this week will determine if it's official or not. We got 1 week to straighten this out, and preferably in the first few days of it. Otherwise, man, I'm going to get squirrely. But it's not, because it's not just here. It's also on. We're weakening here on the 2 week too. It's starting to show some weakness here. And then when you put market cipher with that, you see stochastics also at that same point, starting turning down. Red dot, here are the 2 weeks. That's your sell signal, meaning things are turning bearish. Your VWAP thing is starting to come down past the center line. It's starting to show on the 2 week, showing some signs of tiredness. Now, this could easily do red dot, green dot. That can happen. It didn't happen last time, though, did it? And here we are. It did happen on the weekly. You do red dot and then green dot and then red dot. So it can, hopefully we do something like that. But here on the weekly, we've already had the red dot, and now we started experiencing that, right? The thing that we got going in our favor, if there is anything, is that the stochastics should be buried out now. That means that they could level out as price drops hard and heavy, or they could start turning up, and that's what we need to see, man. We need to see the stochastics just start popping up. So it's cocked and ready to go if they want to fire the bullet tonight or tomorrow to start bringing some money into this market and buying up Bitcoin at its juicy low of $113,000. That's the only thing that's going to save us, in my personal opinion. So all eyes on Bitcoin tonight and tomorrow and through Tuesday, man. Pray that we see something bullish come in. Don't know why we wouldn't. Everybody was bullish AF Friday. Let the whales play their games on the weekend when there's no liquidity, drive us down and wreck our charts. But the MACD, man, they ain't no getting around that, in my personal opinion. Let me come to the chat and say hello to everybody. We're going to start looking at some coins. We got a few gem picks by Gator Squatch, shared some. We're going to take a look at some of those. Might be some interesting things. Altcoins on the whole, they did okay hanging out today. Not too bad. Down on the day, or on our new day, just 0.5%. On the week, we're still up. We're still up on the week. So they've been holding fairly strong. They just can't figure out what to do just right now. Solana's up above $200. That's pretty cool. Virtual's still hanging around R25. You suck, Virtuals. Anyway, Crows is still at $16. Link's at $26. Pingu's at 3.4 cents. Pepe's at 1,100 of whatever fractions of a penny that is. So, not horrible, but will it last? How long will it last? All I've been doing is setting limit orders to get paid. I have not been trying to chase or buy anything, well, unless it was a really good juicy bottom or something, price or something. Not really. I made an effort to sell on weekends and buy during low X. Basically what I try to do here. So we were looking good until we dropped. We had a 4-hour green dot on Bitcoin. Everything looked exciting, and then we just freaking gave it up. Remember, when you get the dots or whatever your buy signals like on this thing, they have to confirm. You have to give them a whole nother candle for them to confirm. Otherwise, you're kind of front running it, and like it can print a little green dot and then it'll just disappear. It was just there. I swear, it was just there. You been drinking again? No, it was just there for real. Here on the 4-hour, stochastics already started pointing up. Are you past the 20% yet? Not yet. Not yet. So right here, let me draw a little horizontal line. When stochastics, when this little line here, that's what it looks like on market cipher. You might have the regular stochastics. It looks a lot like the RSI. But when it gets past the 20% level, that's technically a buy signal for stochastics strategy for that indicator. And we need it. We need that. That's all I'm going to say. We need it. I want to come to the chat, talk to you guys, say hello to everybody. 43 people hanging out. My goodness. Glad to have you here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on a Sunday night. Let me bring the chat down here and say hello to everybody. And we got Duality C. How's it going, Duality C? You were first tonight. Congratulations, my man. Thank you so much for hanging out. Woo-hoo! We got my OG Strago right here. Ave Medina. Appreciate you, Ave. Gator Squatch is in the house. He's got his 2 gem tokens there. We'll take a look at those. And he says he's got an extra one at halftime. Cool. So we're here. Oh, man. I've already spent an hour. It goes by so quick. We ain't got to our first alt. We're going to have to spice it up here. I tried to go over altcoins on the day stream and look for things and found some, selling targets and also any buy targets that we might come across. And those buy targets might have been coming into play now since we had a drop. Bellis Williams, White Wolf, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. The first song is Balls Like Jason Casper, new song that put out there today. I'm not releasing it, just wanted to do it. Glenny Marshmallow, good to have you here. Let's see who else we got. Dave B, how's it going, Dave? Shout out to all you guys. There's Mr. Miles. Mr. Miles is first. Hey, congratulations, Mr. Miles. You nailed it again. You guys have got skills. Gator Squad sent a why does this do that? I don't get. Gator Squad sent a super chat with I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. I'm 100% crowdsourced. I don't have a paid Telegram. I got a Telegram, but I don't have a paid one to shield on you. I will, since I got you here. I mean, if you guys are interested and this is your kind of thing, but if you are interested in any kind of private groups, I do have an OnlyFans footsie group that little private room, just you and me, and we'll have a chart just like you see me do all the time, but I'll have a target up here, and instead of a little marker like that, you'll have my feet pointing to that. It's there for you every day, baby. It's only $2,499 a month. Yeah, you little freaks. Love you, Dubai guys. Mwah. All right, so but it's all right if you can't afford that. Just hang out. We'll get you there till you can afford it. And then you come over and you'll see all my juicy toe jam, and I save the lint for you and everything. I take pictures, man. I got you covered for you foot freaks out there. The only turkey leg that you ever need in your life, right here. Road Dog Crypto's OnlyFans footsie group. It's on sale, $24.99 a month. Get yours today. Join today. Learn how to trade like a true gobbler. All right. We were over into the chat until I got distracted again, and that will happen. If this is your first time, I used to be a zombie and now I'm a turkey. Deal with it. I had to. All right, so Gator Squad says, "Dog, gonna have to take me out to dinner with every night super chat." There we go. My last Whopper meal was $13.99, and I didn't even get cheese. Man, some of that cheap fast food ain't so cheap anymore. That's getting kind of crazy out there. There's a Wendy's around here that thinks it's a 5-star restaurant. I don't know what's going on. Justin Makashek says, I think a candle open below an engulfing candle close is a continuation signal. Take a... We're doing the candlesticks was on the daily. I gotta go to the regular. I use Haikanashi candles. That was an engulfing candle. That would open below it. That's bearish. This was an engulfing candle, and we're kind of still in that range here. We've not come down below we don't have a candle body. We haven't made a close below 112 yet, and hopefully we won't. So we got all the way down to 112 today, and we're at 113. Man, we need to hope and pray we can just recover. But breaking the trend line was the first sign, or not the first, but it was one of the bigger signs that we might be in trouble. Usually is. Yet there are still flags to the upside. We just don't want to confirm this possible M double top situation. It's got a higher high on it, and that's a little indicator of distribution when they do that. What we're kind of hoping for, if anything, if we're not going to go up and knock out our higher highs, I just hope to be in a range. And I've got that red line sitting there on most of these charts, and that's a special Fibonacci area where if we do hold that area, and we are right now, surprise, surprise, we are holding it, we can get a big ass bounce from here. And so it's both of the options are on the table. We can blast off from here, or we can tank from here. Now, given where we are in the cycle, our option should be blast off, or bore everybody out in the range, because we're pretty gosh darn good at doing that after we run up and just kind of range out. I'm cool with any of those. And what happened today with this cross down, that flush down here, can be part of the range strategy, the Wyckoff reaccumulation or distribution. Like a higher high, I start questioning distribution when they start doing that. I'm not a Wyckoff expert. I just kind of narrow it down to the cliff notes, and we look for a spring where it comes and flushes everybody out, scares the bejesus out of everybody, and then we usually get a strong move. Now, looking on the smaller time frame, it looked like what we got today might qualify, because we skedaddled out of there pretty quick starting out, and if we can continue that momentum, it would make a beautiful spring, and we can just get on to our happy life and not be scared about Bitcoin going to tank on us. That weekly MACD, baby, those weekly those big time frames. Come back to the chat over here. You will later. I gotta catch up in my chat. 505 Cult, how's it going? And Mr. Miles, make sure I say hello to everybody. I see King Hale in here. How's it going, King Hale? Good to have you here. Mr. Haven, 215 Solana. I had to rub my eyes twice. I even went heavy into UPXI stonk. Did I get into UPXI or not? I can't remember. Jason Becker, is Solana the leader right now? Solana is doing pretty good. Let me make a note. Did I put my marker? I thought I put my marker up to check for coins. I did 2 streams today, so sometimes I'll get confused about what I talked about earlier. Gary Quad says, "Come on, dog, over the gyms." All right. Are we getting anxious? Let me just finish saying hello to everybody. Don't want to leave anybody out here. There's Glasshopper77. Bitcoin is done. Time to focus on Ethereum. Duality C says, "Smash the like buttons and subscribe and share." And there's Sam. The Dusty Hunt. I choose Blast. I choose it too. I hope it does it. That's the best thing for Bitcoin and our altcoins. We need Bitcoin to go. Hey, Turkey, you should sell plushies of yourself with a CD of your favorite crypto tracks. Well, that's an interesting thing. I mean, there is my girlfriend over here, which she's busy at the moment. No, I'm kidding. I got this hat off of Amazon. It's closest. They did have some plushies or something like that. Get turkey foot candles for the charts. All right, Gators Squatch. Let's go check out these gems real quick. So I'm going to come over here to first of all. Oh, not you. We'll go to CoinMarketCap. They tell me what things are. So we'll go to CoinMarketCap. So CFG. What is it? Centrifuge? I saw that one on Tokenmetrics, I think. It's got a market cap of $208 million. Maximum supply is dash, so it may have an infinite supply. I don't know. It doesn't say infinity signal, but we don't have a good number there, so that's something to be determined. Circulating supply is 564 million, so that's a low number of coins considering that they all have billions and trillions out now, and that's why you see them not moving very much. It takes a lot to get those to move. I will continue to bitch about it. Unlocked schedules, looks like we're pretty much heftily through that, so that's cool. Unlocked 369, locked, there's still 11 million locked. Untracked, there's 298 million that's untracked. What the hell does that mean? Untracked tokens are unaccounted for in the token unlock schedule. This could be due to factors such as unlimited tokens or methodological differences. Okay, so Centrifuge, let's see what you are. Centrifuge is decentralized asset financing protocol, connects decentralized finance, DeFi, with real-world assets while trying to lower the cost of capital for small and mid-sized enterprises. To provide investors with a stable source of income, I like to check out their websites. Before I do, I often forget. All-time high for this, behind my turkey head. Which way I go? All-time high was 40 cents. No, I'm sorry. All-time high was 4 years ago. At the height of the bull market, it got to $2.58. All-time low was 10 cents, and that was 5 months ago on this guy. Now we'll go to the website here. The leading platform for tokenized financial products. I'm only counting off 2 points because of the white screen behind it. I do take off points for white screens. It hurts my eyes. So, okay, interesting. I don't understand it all or how it all works yet on any of it. Got to launch the app, connect a wallet. I'm sure you need a dark screen. I'm just saying, baby, you need a dark screen. So, okay, had to deal in with it, but okay, on-chain protocol here, real-world assets. What I like to do in things like this is also get a little insight from AI, and we kind of go over that and read that in a weird-ass voice. And we'll try to make it entertaining. So first, I want to see the charts stuff. CFG, let's just cut to the chase on the charts. Centrifuge, KuCoin's got you. Let's go to KuCoin. We're going to have to zoom out to the weekly. Oh, we looked at you before. Looks like was there a trade set up before? Did it work out? Did it do anything? No, it stopped out. Or well, it did a little, but it ended up stopping out. That does not look good on the weekly. Let's look on the daily. It doesn't even look up possible on the weekly. Where was it? Over here. I don't know, man. This was back in August of way last year. Clearly, you suck, road dog. It only got up to 49 cents and never ever came back over here. I don't remember it. All right, so zooming out, I'm on the 3-day chart. Give me a sense. She made a lower low. That's something. Got to note that. Market. And doing pretty decent right now. So if you look at the bigger picture, this zooming out, you got a nice rounding bottom, a nice scallop, if you will. And find whatever bottom pattern you want to go through here. Triple bottom, head and shoulders, four cow tits, whatever you're looking for right there. The old cow udder, whatever you want to call your pattern. But we're coming up and making a butt crack, is what I call it. Double bottom, just the neckline of a double bottom. And that is our mission in life now, is to get past 111 cents. I mean, that's the easiest way I can say to go over how beautiful these patterns are, because that's our goal. That's 200% from here. The cool thing is that once you get up there, you got a measured move that suggests that you can double up from here. And that takes us up to 210. That's too simple. That is very damn simple. But we can make it complicated as we want to. We can get the old fibs out. We can start doing all this stuff. And you can see that we're no longer in the I wish I'd bought here zone. We're getting into this sucker's starting to get expensive zone. It's at 36 cents, not $3, but it's not back at 16 cents where I wish I'd bought some back there. Anything below our 236 Fibonacci area, I call the coulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda, shoulda bought some there. So broke out a trend line, retested trend line on bottom trend line. 15 cents, anywhere between 15 and 27 was good. Anywhere between the fib says anywhere below 33.9 was the place to buy this and really stack up a bag, but you're not far from it. So we are looking to the left. Our next target is going to be 49 cents. Hopefully we can get past that. We bumped our head on it before, was through it before that, and we should be trying to knock that guy out. So I'd expect it to go up a little higher, about 50 cents. I would want to put this guy on the radar. We need to make it past 61 cents. And This the 618. Those are the two really good local targets to be shooting for, just to take a little profit, get paid a little bit, leave the rest of your bag there to really make all the big money for the double bottom, because you want all the multiples you can get from your investment here when we go up to higher targets, if that's what you're trying to play. I mean, imagine if you got in at 20 cents and you can sell over here at a 10x at $2.12. If you sell it all before you get there, then that happens a lot. That happened to me a lot last cycle when I was first getting into all this stuff. I'm just saying, I would find myself selling out too early, like selling my AVAX, bought it at $4, sold it at $8, and it goes on to 150. Yeah, you kind of feel stupid when you sell out. But I was doing what they were saying in the trading group: take profits. Oh yeah, you got your 2x. That's it. You're done. Yeah. And I'm like, they didn't really tell us about, you know, investing. It was all just about getting in, getting out. And I was like, well, all the big money's made on the long hauls, and it was. Oh, we got 72% gains up to 62%, 117% gains up to 107, or 100% gains up to 75%, 75 cents. That gives you moonbag opportunities, which the further you get away from the bottom, the less the less likely you are to be able, and the harder it is. That's the words. The harder it is to moonbag, to take your collateral out and have just a free, risk-free bag of this. And you could have done it 300%. Oh man, from the bottom there. It's still a good place though. It just takes a little bit more doing. So now you got to go from 30 to 70 cents to get that little moon bag. Whereas within this little 236 range, you can moon bag a lot of them a lot of times, depending on how much space we got there. All right, so Centrifuge looking pretty interesting there. Breakout and trying to get up to these areas, 38 cents. And she's still in a pretty decent area to start building a bag of this. Testing the 200 moving average on this 3 day. Let's come to the 4 hour and see. Oh, looking bullish. Bitcoin's trying to tank and y'all trying to go into the moon. That's just freaking weird. Bitcoin's threatening to stroke out on us and have to go into intensive care, and the altcoins are like, I don't care, we want to party. I don't blame you. You've been pinned up and put down for so long. So looking nice. If it retraces the 34, even nibbling here is not a bad idea if you're interested in this project. All right, so we're going to come over to Grok. Tell me the skinny on what was it? CFG. Is the roadmap promising? Tokenomics. Okay. Any red flags? And I need a personality to deliver this message, and I can't really think of anything right now. Deliver in this style of foghorn leghorn character. All right, I do declare. All right, so while he's trying to figure out, are you going to give me something quick, or we need to come back to you? So that's what we got. So Centrifuge, that was one of the gem picks given by Gator Stamp. I'm sorry, man. I'm not trying to butcher her name. I'm really like Gator Squatch. I appreciate that. Sharing his alpha. The next one is Quant Stamp. I'm going to go ahead and get that one ready. Quant Stamp. And for some reason, I am not getting that one. 2 words. So you might have to send me a contract address on that one if it's a small one. I'm going to come back over to Grok and we'll say, we'll find out what the skinny is on Centrifuge according to Grok's deep ass research here with AI crap and stuff. I say, listen up, boy. Let's hear Centrifuge, fella. Gonna be the ticker CFG here, strutting around like the king of a bar yarn in a fancy RWA world, real world assets, that is. Tokenization, everything from invoices to mortgages, faster than a fox in a hen house, connecting DeFi with the real deal. To, I say, cut costs for them small biz folks and hand out steady income to investors. Been a crowing since 2017 out of Berlin, been on Polkadot for speed and low fees. With a bridge to Ethereum for that sweet liquidity, I say they sitting pretty over 664 million in assets financed, about 1,531 tokenized so far. Partnering up with big shots like MakerDAO, Aave, and even S&P Dow Jones for on-chain indexes. Now, as they're hype, now boy, there is. Now, folks on X, why are clucking about it being overvalued in RWA with recent pumps like 11% up against Bitcoin in a single day and a total value hitting $1 billion. Post flying left and right, calling it a top gainer, pounding with the heavy hitters like Ondo and Pendle and the bull run that is. I say that buzz like a rooster at dawn, especially with institutional bridges and TradFi tokenized vaults. But don't get your feathers ruffled just yet. It's all high backed by milestones, not just hot air. As for the roadmap, it's a promising like a fat worm in the morning. They pushing for asset agnostic tokenization, and big words for a big chicken. Real-time data tracking, indices for broad pool exposure, all governed by CFG holders. Now, no strict dates in the coup, but they've hit big ones. $1 billion TVL partnerships with Black Tower, not like BlackRock, Black Tower. Anemoy for institutional pools and diversifying DIA collateral with non-crypto assets. Looking ahead, it's about scaling efficiency, cutting costs, and unlocking trillions of off-chain value. I reckon it's a solid one, boy, with a clear path to making DeFi mainstream without losing its soul. Tokenomics, well, shucks. They're okay, I say. They're passable. CFG's a narrative governance token, letting holders vote on the protocol's future through on-chain decisions. Circulating supply about 564 million, max at 569 million. Just looking for that answer there, wasn't you, boy? Well, I got you covered. No unlimited nonsense here, no sir. Price hovering around 39 cents with the market cap near 195 million and 24-hour volume over 13 million. It's utility focused, rewarding investors and liquidity providers. But watch out the distribution. Insiders might hold a chunk, but not as bad as some centralized cluckers out there. No major inflationary road flags, but always do your own research on vesting and unlocks. Any red flags? I say, boy, there's a couple of peckers in the dirt. Back in the Polkadot crowd loan days, some folks squawked about centrifuge clawing back unclaimed rewards after 60 days, calling it theft. Comparing it to shady projects like Picasso run by a known fraudster, was it? That raised eyebrows on Reddit, and users locked out a dot for 2 years, only to lose those rewards if they didn't claim real quick. No big scams or hacks reported, and the team's legit with a track record from Talua to Talia. But that crowd loan mess smells like a fox guarding a hen house. Also, general RWA risk, regulatory hurdles, asset liability, over-reliance on Polkadot security. But overall, it's a clean whistle compared to the hype-driven rugs. No anonymous team and wild promises here. Proceed with caution, son, but this bird might just fly high. That was long-winded, I gotta say. Okay. So there's a skinny on a CFG. Might have some legs. What, it said Polkadot? Ethereum contract, okay. I got distracted there. All right, so that's what we got on Centrifuge. A little gym pick by Gator Squatch. Thank you, Gator. I will,
These strays, they've bound me in their flame.
I want to post this idea. Centrifuge. Let's go to the daily chart. Oh man, here we go. Yeah, because I gotta put my little numbers over here. We'll post this over to the trading setup area. Pull you up over here. Trade setups, go over here. CFG. Centrifuge. Centrifuge. I spelled it wrong. I'm still putting Jim Pick from stream. And we're doing daily chart. Possible. Swing. Trade magic fib numbers. To get paid. All right, well that's not the image though, dude. I'm putting on my how my thumbnail get there? Okay, let's copy image, copy to clipboard, and let's paste it. And you did it again. That's suck. Oh, well now I did it. Okay, it is there. Things getting glitchy over here. Let me come back to the chat here. Gator Squatch says, too many big players involved and IBM as a partner. Haven says, I kind of went into a turtle less money more to prepare emotionally for what's coming. Thank you so much for the deep dive. Okay. Gator Squatch says, Sora Validator 2 is going to be huge. Let me back up here. Haven says, World Liberty Financial is my favorite altcoin right now. I can't wait for it. It's going to run like a lot of Trump's meme coin was trading on Wall Street. Don't even want to like it, but sign me up. I wonder. I'm just going to watch it. Those things usually seem to have a lot of hype, and I guess if you get in right, yeah, that's the perfect time. But Haven says, should I be frantically buying Bonk right now, or at least setting up a giant trade on it? What is Bonk doing right now? Oh, what we got going? Oh, you lost a... Well, she's below a major trend line again. It reclaimed it, looked bullish AF, but then we lost it. It's testing the red fib area. It might catch there. 100 moving average. Even, I mean, honestly, this is tricky AF. As long as you do good risk management, you use stop losses or something like that, taking the risk on some plays, probably okay. But man, until we figure out what Bitcoin's going to do, I don't feel safe buying any altcoins, because if Bitcoin tanks, the altcoins are going to come down with it. That's just what they do. And even though they look bullish AF right now, like they just want to keep going up, I've got to see some confirmations come in this market, or else I'm going to have to start thinking about de-risking altcoins. So luckily, I mean, I'm pretty good right now. What I've been trying to do, take profit over the weekend and everything, whatever they can hit while it's bullish. But it's hard to trust this market until we get until we see what they're going to do to us by Tuesday. By Tuesday or Wednesday, we should have a feel for the direction that they're going to take us. Like I say, here on the daily for Bonk, though, the good things we got going on the moving averages across the bullish, they're lining up good. 200, 100 that we're testing now, 50's up here. So it looks like it has the potential here. It's made a higher low. I mean, I would normally say, yeah, it's a great place. It's at, it lost the 618. If it got above if it reclaimed the 618, I would feel better. But just the fact that we're below that particular Fibonacci puts us on board to maybe come down here. So if tomorrow is kind of shaky, then I'd say we'd be coming down to test the bottom of this trend line on this one. But if it's not shaky, we probably recover this and start trying to head back up. So it's not the worst place to buy unless we start tanking and we have a crappy September, which is often called sometimes because it gets shaky in September. So, yeah. This is one of those things you got to kind of make that call. The only thing it was little by little if I was going to do something like that right now. But seriously, I mean, but if we recover, then you'll say, oh man, that would have been a great place. Not very helpful, is it? The things, I mean, it looks promising, but again, everything in this market depends on Bitcoin and what happens. And for some reason, they're trying to scare the bejesus out of us on Bitcoin. Even when Bitcoin dominance is still coming down, man. This is the 4-hour Bitcoin dominance. This is the 4-hour total 3. We were looking for the lampshade. Did that work? Okay. And what's going on over here with total 3 4-hour? Why are you getting bearish on me? Why are you getting bearish on me? MACD. Total 3. Well, that's only slightly bearish, but still, you did break it. Well, the hour looks like it's trying to pump up there, right? Smaller times is out, though. Okay. Choppy market. Bitcoin is hanging around 113.3. We're just kind of ranging and trying to figure out, are we going to go higher or lower? We didn't make a higher high here. Hopefully we can start bouncing here, but it looks like she might be rolling over under losing that 100 over here. Oh man, it just sucks to have to watch this happen. I hope you're not coming back down here to retest that. I hope you find some support right here. And yeah, that's the perfect place to find support right there. At right under 113. If you're going to drop, I want to see you bounce here. Or else we might be looking at something a little less pleasant. So what do you guys think? Are you nervous about the market? Maybe we should do a poll. Should we do a poll? We should probably do a poll over here. Let's start a poll. I think I think tomorrow Bitcoin will ... Will it yes or will it no? Will it dump? Or is it gonna pump? Because that's pretty much about the only, I mean, okay, just to be fair, range. That's our only 3 options. It can pump, dump, or it can range. We'll throw the poll out there. Let's see what we got. And okay, let me come down to the chat. Okay, so Gator Squad says, going to open a full bag on Sora Validator token. Is that the other one that you were talking about? I couldn't find the quant stamp. Now here's Sora Validator token. It's number 3226 ranking on CoinMarketCap. Market cap is very small, which it could be sexy AF. 13,000. Oh, tiny. Fully diluted value is 3 million. Huh. Circulating supply is 408,000 tokens. Total supply, maximum supply is 100 million. Gator Squad, you finding coins I like. I like the tokenomics on that so far. Sora Validator. Let's all time. What? It's down 99% from its all-time high. You guys, 6 months ago in February, this coin was $32, and it's 3 cents right now. All-time low was 0.007, and that was 3 years ago. It went from 0.007 3 years ago to $32, and now it's back at 3 cents. I see the appeal, my sir. I do. Let's go visit a website. And wait a minute, where are you available at? Who's got you? Who's got you? So, are you Polkadot? Is this a Polkadot? It didn't say Polkadot. I don't know. I got to do some digging here. So it's available on Uniswap version 2. Okay, so it's not hit the exchanges yet. So if it does hit the exchanges, that's where all the fun will start happening. First blockchain monetary system. Learn Sora, build on Sora. Sora is an adaptive. Quit putting all this stuff in my way, man. Non-debt-based monetary framework built to enable economic monetary stability for financially vulnerable countries. Leverages token bonding curve to manage currency supply expertly. Is this a? It's not like governance bonding monetary. So, oh, the Sora card. What's that? The payment solution for people. Access the new era of interoperable finance all in the palm of your hand. Apply on Sora card. It's a MasterCard? I'm following that rabbit hole. More than just a card. More than just a card. How do you apply? Is it a debit card or is it a download and store the Sora wallet, create your Sora account, apply for a Sora card using that? Is it? It had MasterCard. Is it a debit card or is it a credit card? Because a lot of them I think are starting to lean into features. All-in-one self-custodial crypto plus neobanking inspired solution. Real change exchange rate when buying its own crypto. Fiat access to major blockchain. It sounds like a debit card. Yeah, okay, it is. Oh, here we go. Debit card. Ready to use with more. Okay. Why do you have to apply for it? Or I mean, probably just not qualify like you get a credit. They wouldn't be checking your credit or anything. They got to have a place to send it and all that stuff. So I guess it's getting your information like any other of the debit cards in the space, I believe. Well, that's cool. I like to see more debit cards coming out and ways to get your money off, and I'm all for that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, that's just part of their ecosystem thing going on, right? Okay, I'm interested in Sora Validator, which is not out. Making a note. Turkey is getting tired. It is time for our sponsor, Big Ass or Good Ass Coffee. Why is there a... That's gross. Good Ass Coffee with Nat P. All right. 28 people. We've lost some people here, but we're not for everybody, I guess. I would like to just get the skinny on this coin just quickly. I'm just gonna ask a simple question. Sora valid. How's it look? Any? All right. So I asked about Sora there. We'll get a little information on Sora here so we can get some other stuff. And in the meantime, I'm going to take a look at a few coins. Take a look at Nero ETH. We looked at that before, and I just noticed that she's down. And I don't know, is that a good thing? Is that a cool place, or has she just been hammered? Bottom, higher high, higher low, lower high, higher low. She's trying to do something. Okay, so she's ranging out over here. Can we do that? It's iffy to do that. I see this. So she's in a little area. It might still be a little accumulation area. It's got some bullish divergence showing up there. We on the daily. How you looking on the 4 hour? You still got some work to do here. She's got some stuff to work through. Not a bad place to maybe find a DCA strategy here. Apply that. Nibble in on what is this Nero ETH if that's your thing. and it's not been anywhere really good since December, though. It was down today. Let's see if we got our information on Sora Validator. We're doing it as a pirate. Yay. And oh man, I don't have the thing. We didn't miss anything. I'll take the good ass copy off of here. My bad. This was Nero. I mean, she's ranging in a bottom, trying to do something here, right? You could say she's making a some sort of triangle pattern where price is basically just squeezing. It's more like it's more like a descending triangle. And I got some support here at a bottom area like this. This can be good. It's got to recover this trend line, and if we get a breakout of this, it can be really nice at a bottom. If not, we could see it drop down, and we could go back to these areas on this. So it's kind of a shaky area. Not the greatest place to get into Nero. Not the safest to like just go hog wild. Any kind of DCA through here will get you a good entry though, if it's your thing. All right, we're going to take a look at Sora Validator through the lens of a pirate.
Arr, shiver me timbers, you be asking about Sora Validator gig, eh? Well, horse the sails and listen close, you scallywag, for I've scared the 7 C's of the blockchain for the truth of this here treasure. Sora be a crafty polka dot parrot of a network, built substrate tech aiming to craft a decentralized world economy with tools like polka swap decks for swapping booty. We like to swap the booty around here across chains, and even hosting the first substrate CBDC like Boca Locash with them Solomon Island Buccaneers. It's all about to be stable money without debt, token bonding curves to keep the supply in check, an XOR as the main doubling for fees staking. I don't even know what the hell I'm saying here. It looks promising on the map. Mid-2025 update/validator fees by 10x. Prep to Kusama Bridge for Polkadot Jam upgrade it did, and launched the Fujiwara testnet. And added fresh Sora card swaps. Network health to be steady with no major storms or acts. And they're pushing synthetic assets and real-world bridges to unlock trillions of off-chain gold. Now, being a Sora Validator, it could be a fine pick if you got the guts for it. You stake your XOR native token over and around a measly zeros and not errors fractions of a cent. With a 24 million market cap, hey, that's tiny, but elastic supply by a mining curve keeps it from wild inflation. Okay, running node potential. What does it look like? Red flags. There's a few barnacles on the hull. Locked XOR means opportunity cost to price is tank. Okay, yeah. Competition be fierce. Low stake might have a. Okay, so this is a polka dot. Okay, that's the only thing, man, that I've got. I don't have a bunch of confidence. So the other one I think is polka dot too, right? I don't have a whole lot of confidence in polka dot right at the moment. Is polka dot see what Polkadot's up to these days. Hey, in the meantime, we're back over at TradingView. And back into the chat. Gator Squad says, I got some Sora Validator. Take the GAC off the screen. What's the GAC? Shake the GAC. I don't know what that is. Any coin that's tied to A16Z or AI16Z, you need a host, says Gator Squatch. Take the GAC off the screen. Oh, with a good ass coffee. That's been there for a minute. Okay, gotcha. Quant stamp ticker is QSP. Okay, he's got it on gate. Oh, look at you on the 4-hour chart. That looks interesting. She does this every once in a while, and she usually comes back
So we make sure we get paid, but where to get paid is the question, right? Well, I'm glad you asked, because this simple swing high to swing low can tell us where price is likely to go, and I would get paid a little bit right where we're at, somewhere about 0.0017, in case she wants to come back down, retest these areas before she goes higher. Actually, on this one, because she has a tendency to go up and then come all the way back down, I would set limit orders on the exchange. If you're on Gate.io, easier to do, and you just set these little guys all the way up here, man. All the way up here. And let's say if it continues here, you buy the flag to the upside. I hear bells ringing. What is that? What is that? I don't think you guys can hear it, but I can hear it. I got a bell ringing in my ear, and it won't shut the hell up. Okay. Anyway, so 120% gains up here to the top. The bell has got to stop. What? Wait, what is... What are we looking at here? What's doing all this noise? Do you guys hear the bell? Released a new song today, Stop Hot Survivor. It's available, should be available on wherever you... All right. You guys probably cannot hear this, but I have got this little ding-a-ling bell ringing in my ear. Loud. Now it stopped. Was it a... Were you my TradingView? No? Yes, it was a TradingView alert. See, they pissed me. I don't know why they pissed me off. I got an alert on Epic USD. So we will probably go and take a look at that. I didn't see it in the corner there. That was ticking me off. All right, so Sora, she could be coming back down, or QSP could be coming back down on the 4 hour. How you looking? She's had a good run over the last few days here. I would look somewhere around 0.0013, maybe coming back below here if that happens. Depends on what happens in the market here, but looks like we'll be coming down a little bit, and not very much. Well, 20%. But things are looking strong here. Looking good. Yeah, it's still got some stuff to do to work out here. So a good place to be taking profits is she's already starting to print some take profit dots over here saying, hey man, need to take some profit. Bearish divergence, all that good kind of stuff happening there. And your MACD is about ready to flip here on the 4 hour. So not a bad place to get paid. It looks like we got rejected at our first little target area there. All right, so that's cool. The ringing stopped. Thank gosh, I was going to have to end the stream. 24 people hanging out. This is what the altcoins are looking like right now on the hour. A little scared, a little nervous. Even on the daily. Neon, Qtum, White, ZBCN. Are you up? You finally did something? Really? Well, I'm impressed. For the weekly chart, man, that looks pretty good. That's pretty strong. Higher highs, higher lows here on the weekly chart. For what, ZBCN? So it's finally starting to do something? That's cool. I feel like I was doing something else before I got sidetracked. Oh, I was going to go check an alert, which is not there, and I forgot what the hell it was now. Squirrel! We'll dig for it. Let's go to OKX, I guess. Mexi looks good. We'll do the perps. Oh, we've done it before. Okay, cool. So ZBCN network. Wow, man. It just still. I'm on the daily. And this is blowing my mind that these altcoins just look happy-go-lucky while Bitcoin is like. Bitcoin's losing it. We lost 113. We're at 112 now on Bitcoin. Now, in the smaller time frames, I'm sure we're starting to see, nope, 4 hours looking like, nope, I'm still going up, Road Dog, ZBCN, screw Bitcoin. I'm just saying, screw it. We're just going to do all this stupid stuff on Sunday night and get everybody to chase us while Bitcoin's dropping like a rock. It does not make sense, people. It doesn't make sense to me. And let's go. I put a poll out. Let's see how we doing on our poll. What do you guys think? Let's bring our poll down. What do you guys? Where's the poll? So tomorrow, I think Bitcoin. Half of you think that it's going to dump. 43 think that it's going to pump, and then 7% of you think it's going to range. I would be cool with a range or a pump, but man, the weekly MACD is leaning toward the dump idea. Whether it dumps tomorrow or it takes a couple of days to start doing whatever. Even when the MACD crosses on the weekly, we can still get some prices going up. We might range and be able to de-risk, but it's basically that's a big ass warning sign right there, man. I gotta admit, I'm not liking it. It's not what we want to see at this point in the game. It's just not. It needs to correct. So, Bitcoin, are you at an area you can hold? Because you lost the 0.5, looks like. Did you? Can you regain? Now you coming down here? Why are you getting deeper retracements now? That's a sign of weakness. You're getting a lower high, and now we're getting a deeper retracement. Possibly. Yeah. So now you want to 618 us? You need to get your happy ass up here to like a 114 then, and that's still not enough. 618 is up here. That would be the very full extent. Huh. I don't want to see a bearish Monday on Bitcoin or altcoins. So, I mean, some of the altcoins are doing pretty good, right? And you know there's people out there chasing them, and if the market tanks tomorrow, then well, they're going to tank with it. More than likely. It might take it a little bit to show up in the altcoins, but they're going to follow Bitcoin. And here on the 8 hour for what, total 3? Yeah, it's starting to come in here now. Let's go. 8 hour, got the red dot. Probably looking for one to start printing on the 12 hour. And then start looking for one to start printing on the daily for total 3. Could happen there. Let's go to others again. Try and check out the indicators here. 26 people hanging out. Thank you so much. Hope this is not too boring, but this is what we got to do to get a feel of the market. Is to keep track of the indices. That's part of the secret stuff here. This is total altogether. Still above the 4 hour 200 moving average though. Total is not broken any areas. Total 2 hasn't either. Still above the 4 hour 200 moving average. That's just so, it's weird. This is like an anomaly. It's not what normally you see happens, so tells me something interesting should be happening. And then of course total 3, which are still doing good too. So altcoin's just hanging sideways while Bitcoin's trying to figure out what the hell it's doing. Crazy. And Bitcoin continuing, giving us a bear sign here and making a lower high, not getting past here, meaning there's some weakness in our price action as we're starting to range here. And are we going to lose it? Because this is just a small ass time frame. This can still make that bear flag. It can still do those ideas there of a bear flag. Zoom out on that. The 1 hour. It doesn't look as bear flaggy to me because it all happened in here. We got that big long wick though. It looks like a symmetrical triangle here. So how do you read it? Is it coming down, or are we reading it from the bottom and then it going up? I don't like symmetrical triangles. I don't trust them. They're dirty little bastards, they are. All right, let's go ahead and exit the poll there. So it's about now we're about even, dump or pump, mixed bag. I think probably that's about how the market feels. Everybody just doesn't know. Gator Squad says, damn, ZBCN's going to get me a new toy. Gator Squad says, my phone's being stupid. It doesn't let me deep dive in. So we had 15 votes, and that was our poll. Kind of an even split there, pretty much. Except for the one vote for, I guess it's probably one vote for range. I'm the 7%, says Glittery Marshmallow. Man, that would be good if we did range. If Bitcoin ranges, that would give altcoins a chance. If Bitcoin goes sideways, Bitcoin dominance keeps falling, altcoins take off. They do good. That's the scenario that I would be cool with. Or Bitcoin just start running up and trying to make a new all-time high. But I don't. Okay, wait a minute. Was this Sora Validator partnership with Stellar and Ripple? The bill is telling you to get the coin. I forgot. Oh, what was it? There was an alert on something. Let's see what it was. Epic. This is it. Okay, so it's I put it on this line here, so when it comes back and touches it. Okay. You're in the middle of a cloud here on the 4 hour. You can go lower. Might have to start looking there. 100's there. Maybe she can bounce from this area and look at the smaller time frames to see if we start getting some traction. That's what I do. And not yet. Looks like a possible rollover here on all these moving averages. This is not. This is a 15-minute. So all these moving averages are getting ready to roll over here and go in the bearish direction. So if that's true, it might come all the way back down to the bottom. It takes a minute for it to translate over to the altcoins for some reason. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've been going for almost 2 hours. It's hard to believe that. We went over some the jump tick. We went over Centrifuge, Quant Stamp. What was the other one? I forgot the other one. Oh gosh darn it, Sora Validator. Went over that. I think we went over a few other coins. Some of them that are still doing pretty good, I think. Neon, I think, is still up. No, she's coming down. Okay. So we were hoping she would come up here to 26. She didn't make it up to that one because that was kind of a bigger fib. Did you get us to? No, you didn't get us up there. Of course, that's kind of a weird ass way to do it. Can you got anything here? So Neon EVM's down at, oh, you were back at 16 cents. It went up to 24 cents and now it's down to 16 cents. When you don't get paid, when you get the pumps, your $100 or whatever, if you got up to $100, it could be now just worth 65. Kind of sucks when they come back. And now we're starting to hunt this 50 moving average here. Looks like we're going to come around with 618.5 Fibonacci on this little guy. I'll go from the very bottom up here and see what we got. 618's right here at the 0.5 or the 50 moving average. So we'll see if we can hold something there. And we're at the 0.5 Fibonacci. Hopefully I'm calling things right. Sometimes when I watch my stream over, I see that I call some things. I found myself putting a horizontal label or something for a price, and I called it a trend line. So I do some stupid stuff like that and say this is a, I don't know. Sometimes the wrong words will come out of my mouth, not intentionally, but I'm trying to stick with the proper language here. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be a very interesting week for Bitcoin here. There's news coming out in the week. I think on Tuesday, what do we got? Durable goods. That really doesn't affect us. Here on, I think is it Thursday? GDP growth rate. And then on Friday is when personal income month over month, personal spending month, and core PCE price. That's probably going to be the one that we need to look at Friday. Oh, man. So I'm here on the 1 hour looking, and we got price coming down here. We got this coming up here. There is this slight chance that we can do an angle of price action to come up here. I call this the dirty Sanchez double bottom. I don't know for sure. I'm not really sure what a Jesus take the wheel pattern is, but I think it may be the same. I don't know if it's the same thing or not. Is that what CryptoFace calls Jesus take the wheel? Because I've noticed sometimes when I start looking at this, I hear that come up a lot, but I don't know what he calls a Jesus take the wheel pattern. I don't know what it looks like. But I've been tracking when they come in diagonal and we get a hump, and sometimes it looks different. Sometimes it's a little double top or something like that. It's like, but then we come down here and then we start doing price level. It comes up like this, and it makes a type of double bottom, and you still got the neckline and all this other measure moves and all that other stuff. It's just that sometimes they don't play out, and that's why I call it the dirty Sanchez, because it can give you the finger sometimes, and it's not a fun experience. So I don't want that to happen on this one. I need you to get up here. I need you to start getting up, Bitcoin. Wake up! Stop dying on us. What the hell? This makes no sense, Bitcoin. We need to wake up tomorrow and find that Michael Saylor is getting ready to make his big ass Bitcoin buy and getting everybody excited. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. We're going to go to the end screen. Let's just do some music, and then go to bed, wake up, and hope our portfolios are not tanked overnight for some kind of freaking scare tactic that they'll try to do over the next day. That's what I'm concerned about. I'm more concerned that they know what to do at first, so they'll make it scary at first, then we'll probably, back off a little bit. That'll give you a chance to de-risk, cross your fingers. Remember, the MACD that I'm looking at is not officially crossed yet. We're just right before it. It's got a chance if we get something really bullish over the next 2 days, and it could be 2 days before we see it, and tomorrow would be faking us out, trying to scare everybody, kind of like what they did tonight, trying to scare everybody on Sunday. We could see that, and then we could bounce back. We're starting to look at the 110 area, though. That's starting to open up for us, so gosh darn it. Making a series of lower lows here when we don't need to be. Let's hope that this area here recovers, and pray for a miracle. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Good luck. Set your stop losses, de-risk, whatever you got to do. Cover your positions. Take care of your risk, and we'll see you on the next one. Feels like it. I've got some information from some GAN studies that do suggest it could be bullish in September. I hope so, but it's got to turn around now. I hope so.
I creeping low, swiping for a shot, dating app shade. You hit me with a lot. First pass burns, you swiping me away. Second go stings, I'm stuck in the play. Third strike hits hard, I'm down in the dirt. Then you vibe back, giving my heart a spur. We ride the highs, then you drive me cold. 3 waves to a crash, that's the story told. I dodge the lows, then you pull me near. 3 dips to a lift, feeling crystal clear. Hearts bounce like crypto swings.
On the 1 minute.
Wild and raw. In this dark love trap, we're breaking the law. Yeah, drop it low. You play those waves, keep me guessing the flow. I'm tracking signals, but you steal the show. I read your tears, trying to crack
like crypto swings. Wild and raw. In this dark love trap. We're breaking the law. Ride, drop, yeah.
Stablecoin dominance is starting to come up a little bit. It's not exactly what we want to see. People getting nervous. Good night, everybody. Thank you for hanging out so much. Be careful. I'll see you on the next one. If I get a chance and something is going on that I can catch and I can stream, I'll come on and do something during the day tomorrow. And if not, I will see you tomorrow night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good night, John Boy.
Discord where the hype's too loud. Shills beat pumping coins, got the whole damn crowd. I was young, chased the buzz, thought